My friends, memes have become real life. Black Lives Matter has just been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, despite months of riots and destruction and fire. But you know what the funniest part is? Black Lives Matter, BLM, being nominated to win the Nobel Peace Prize was literally predicted by the Babylon Bee, a satire comedy website from August 13th, 2020. Babylon Bee predicted the future. This is Mr. Obvious, and today we're going to talk about the BLM riots, as well as BLM and Black Lives Matter. You see, here on The Guardian, it has been announced that the Black Lives Matter movement has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Norwegian MP cites global impact of BLM in raising awareness and consciousness of racial injustice. And if I Google BLM riot, you can see a bunch of pictures of BLM burning things. So you can see a restaurant was burned down by BLM rioters. Google itself shows you the mass destruction. I mean, look at these pictures that BLM wrought on US cities. Absolute chaos. Now we're going to talk about this, folks. I feel like it's very important, but before we do, remember to subscribe to this channel and share the video if you enjoy it, if you want to, like, comment, smash that bell button, and let's get into it. Here we are on patriots.win. This is the replacement website for the Donald.win. You know, they rebranded because Trump is no longer president, but they believe in the MAGA movement in America first, all that sort of thing. So here, a user named Generic Insult made the following post with 1,300 upvotes. They say, "Can we just call the Babylon Bee a legitimate news source at this point? It says, when memes become reality." And they show you, Babylon Bee 1 year ago put out that satire article, right? You know, like make-believe, about BLM rioters being awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. And today, BLM rioters were actually awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Now, honestly, I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious, but it's also just sad. You see, the problem now is that no matter how ridiculous the satire you create, real life somehow is going to beat you to the punch, right? Because we are living in clown world. It is not just a meme. And speaking of clown world, how about a word from our sponsor? Introducing Virtue Signal, the card game. Virtue Signal is a card game parody of social justice activism. The goal of the game is to play a SJW who's working to undermine other SJWs and amass an army of NPC followers. There are currently 2 expansion packs, Virtue Signal the Problematic Card Pack, introducing all new mechanics to the game, including cards such as Wax My Balls, Bigot. And you can also look forward to a new expansion pack, The Deplorables. Yours truly, Mr. Obvious, will actually be a card in the new expansion pack, which you can pre-order. Get yours today by clicking on the link down below. So I want to read some of this article from The Guardian that talks about Black Lives Matter. Let's find out exactly what's going on. The Black Lives Matter movement has been nominated for the 2021, major oof, Nobel Peace Prize for the way its call for systematic change is spread around the world. Kind of like all the fire and brimstone. In his nomination papers, the Norwegian MP, Peter Eid, said the movement had forced countries outside the US to grapple with racism within their own societies. "I find that one of the key challenges we have seen in America, but also in Europe and Asia, is the kind of increasing conflict based on inequality. The solution? More inequality," Eid said. "Black Lives Matter has become a very important worldwide movement to fight racial injustice." Yeah. Has it though? Because here's my problem with Black Lives Matter as a movement, with BLM. It's that they've been violent, they have rioted, they have injured people, and they've basically been a very bad influence and very toxic. You know, all year we saw BLM rioting. And what made me upset personally was that they were defending people who were actual, like, criminals. It makes no sense. Okay, sometimes the police abuse their power, right? They shoot an innocent man or an unarmed person for no good reason, and that, my friends, is worth criticizing. The problem with BLM is that you can literally have someone rob a liquor store, get taken down by police, and then BLM will go out, burn down the liquor store, like, never mind, that's like a small business, and then riot in the city. Dude, if you commit a crime, you're supposed to go to jail. Makes no sense. So, he goes on a virtue signal saying that Black Lives Matter has raised global awareness and consciousness about racial injustice. You know what makes me upset? Is that whenever we talk about racial injustice, what we're really talking about is how the majority is bad, and we need to take away their rights so that minority groups can get more stuff. I am a minority. In fact, I'm a super minority. I'm more minority than most minorities. And I gotta tell you, I despise the treatment that white people are getting because they get blamed for everything. You remember that meme, like, thanks Obama? Like, it was kind of like a meme where, oh, we're gonna blame everything on Obama because it's funny. And because he was president at the time. Well, I feel like we're living in a world where it's like, thanks, white people. How dare you give me, I don't know, civil rights and education and avocado toast. I wish we would move past all this racial nonsense and just judge people by their character and by their actions. Now, oh man, this makes me so angry. I want to read the following paragraph to you. This is Peter Eade, the guy who nominated BLM. Let's just read what he said here in this paragraph. Eade said he didn't want his nomination for Black Lives Matter to be seen as a comment on domestic U.S. politics, and he addressed criticism from right-wing voices that the group had been behind violence in U.S. cities. Quote, studies have shown that most of the demonstrators organized by Black Lives Matter have been peaceful, he said. Of course there have been incidents. Is that what we're calling them now? Incidents? But most of them have been caused by the activities of either the police or counter-protesters. Oh, you're full of it. You're a liar. You are absolutely a liar. It wasn't police that burned down Starbucks, burned down my girl Wendy's. Hello? How dare you burn down Wendy's? It was Black Lives Matter. It was these far left, radical left-wing protesters who've been rampaging across America. But you know what, folks? That's pretty much a story. I just want to say, this guy is part of the Socialist Left Party. And I don't care what he has to say. But that, my friends, is merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this story? Is satire now real life? I mean... Look at it. Look at this article. I can't make this up, folks. Hilarious. If you want to support the channel, join me on Patreon or Subscribestar. I am funded 100% by viewers like you. I am currently 40 members away from my goal on, collectively on Patreon and Subscribestar. So if you want to help reach that goal, go ahead and sign up. You can join for as low as $1. And, it really helps a lot. Anyhow, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.